the Spanish Grand Prix 2026. And it was a race very similar to Monaco, where nothing really happened, and then it all went a bit mad at the end. We'll get it out the way. The retirements first. Well, these aren't the interesting bits. We'll get into that in a second. The first retirement came on lap 6. Lance Stroll, who finally outqualified Fernando Alonso yesterday after 45 attempts or something. 6 laps in, his gearbox broke, I believe. So that was Lance Stroll out. 10 laps later, the Cadillac of Valtteri Bottas out of the race. The third retirement, lap 31, came for Nico Hulkenberg in the Audi, who was actually having a very good race before he was forced to retire with some sort of engine issue. He was running in the points, looked like he probably could have finished bottom end of the points, maybe 8th to 10th. It looked like he was probably going to finish around there, which would have been good points for Audi. Really good start to the weekend, and then a slightly rubbish ending for Nico Hulkenberg. There were 2 other retirements sort of after the drama had started, so we'll cover those very quickly. Alex Albon technically didn't retire, sort of did, he might as well have done, but he pitted on lap 43, so this is after stuff has started to happen, just bear that in mind. But he comes in, I think the graphic on the is showing like he's out, but he's just in the pits. His roll hoop camera broke. I don't even know how you do that. It's like the roll hoop's on top of the air vent above the driver's head. I don't even know how that breaks. How do you? That's never happened. He came out 8 laps down. I mean, the Williams was never really going to score points anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And right at the end of the race, there was a 5th or 6th retirement. Ollie Behrman retired as well. No mention of that, so who knows what happened to Behrman at the end, but he was out of the race. Lovely, that's all the boring stuff out of the way. Rattled through that, Jesus. But the real drama came 40 laps into this 66 lap Spanish Grand Prix, or this Barcelona Grand Prix, should we say, as it shall henceforth be known. The home hero, Fernando Alonso, stopped on the side of the track. Some sort of issue with the Aston Martin. You never know, it could be anything at this point with the Aston Martins, but he's out. He's stranded on the side of the track at turn 9, I believe. Stuck. VSC deployed. Now, this is very key for this story, right? The VSC comes out, so the marshals are able to get Alonso's car and push it into the escape road, which he's thankfully pulled right up next to, so it's very nice and easy for them to get to. The FIA, or the stewards, call the VSC, and not a full safety car, which massively, massively helps Hamilton at the end of this race. But key to this story is Hamilton being technically a pit stop down to everybody else. Hamilton is going for a 3-stop. A lot of other drivers, mainly the drivers behind him, i.e. Russell, Antonelli, Norris, are all doing a 2-stop. Now that's because Hamilton started on the soft tyres, which don't last as long, and especially in the heat as well, will just degrade quicker. It's just what happens. I think pretty much everyone else started on the medium tyres, so that's why they were going for a 2-stop. Hamilton on the 3-stop, and Ferrari have never strategized so well in their lives. It's very un-Ferrari, right? That they find this perfect window of everyone's going slowly because it's a VSC. Hamilton's in the right place at the right time, admittedly. Pitts doesn't really lose anything because it's a VSC, so everyone's going at a limited speed. And he comes out perfectly. Genuinely, but nothing's been timed better by Ferrari in their existence. He comes out as the VSC is ending, out of the pits, ahead of Russell, and just absolutely disappears. I mean, it was a very vintage Lewis performance, where he gets in front and he goes, well, I'll see you later then. And then he's like 20 seconds clear by the end of it. Now behind Lewis, who at this point has been leading the race for 20, maybe slightly less than that, 15, 20 laps. Behind him are the 2 Mercedes, fighting it out for the 2 podium places, 2nd and 3rd. Russell 2nd, Antonelli in 3rd. They're trying to get past his teammate, and eventually he does. Down the start-finish straight on lap 61, just 5 laps left in this race. George really pushed it to the limits, to be fair, with pushing Antonelli to the side of the track, almost pushing him off completely. It's almost wouldn't have changed anything, because genuinely the next lap later, lap 62, he's out. His car just goes, I'm alright actually, I'm bored. Just gives up. It was probably going to be the same issue that Russell had in Canada. Now, what Antonelli is pulling over to the side of the track in sector 2 or wherever he is. Leclerc is also having his own issues where he's lost his power steering going into turn 2, I think. He's off into a gravel trap. He can't drive. He's going very slowly. Suddenly the world is panicking for Lewis Hamilton. Are they going to put out a full safety car and destroy his gap for the last few laps and allow Russell basically the chance to win this race? They didn't, because Antonelli, similar to Alonso, was close enough to an exit road where you only need a VSC for the marshals to go and get the car. But Leclerc is able to get to the pits, retires the car nice and safely. Antonelli's retirement gives George Russell second, and it gives Lando Norris third. I mean, Norris was there sort of the whole race, sort of trailing the Mercedes, but had Antonelli not retired, I don't think Norris would really getting there. The McLaren's quick, it's got pace, but it's just not quite as quick as the Ferraris and the Mercedes just yet. But the storyline everyone cares about this weekend, Lewis Hamilton, finally getting that first race victory in the scarlet red Ferrari. His first for the team at Maranello, the team he adored as a child, watching Michael Schumacher have so much success in, after last year where he struggled so much with different rules, trying to change his driving style, a different team, a whole new setup for Lewis. But this year, it's the old Lewis Hamilton, it's vintage Lewis, it's prime Hamilton. I feel like we're going back to that, where he just has that confidence. He didn't have any confidence last year. You could tell that it wasn't there, just the way he was talking about it. And everyone's come into this year going, are you retiring? And he's batted it away beautifully. He's hit that one for 6, and he's gone, no, watch this. And he wins his 106th Grand Prix. Just ridiculous. He extends the record for most race wins, but you just feel like this is going to be one of the most special ones for him, possibly the most. You just feel so happy for him. Like, everyone knew he was going to Ferrari to do well, to win, to bring success back to Maranello. And he's doing that. He's second in the championship. Lewis could very well be an 8-time world champion come December. I don't need to say it. We've now got a week break. No one fucking cares. Austria's next. Should be quite good, that one.